Hello, and welcome back to Civilization 6 Randomized. We are making progress here. I'm gonna quickly check, make sure stuff is working. Oh, met the Khmer. Don't think you can skip the greeting message. I tried clicking through it. Sure. So we got 2 players that we've met so far. First holy site, bonus because we have high adjacency. I guess this way. It's faster. Okay, we can rest and repair in the Allied territories, so we will do that. Okay, well, we desperately need great profit points, because if we don't get a religion, then our civ does not do very well. It's just how it is. I think we've got our starting island under control. Still looking for a way to cross the water, which I don't think progressive neighborhood's going to help with. Military tradition certainly won't help with. So at this point, okay, we just got 3 things according to my tracker. So we discovered irrigation. That's probably a good thing to have. Anything new here? Discount on unit upgrades. Science from late game military and defensive structures. And neighborhood give some bonuses. I think that's a bunch of stuff I'm not touching anytime soon. And yeah, the mod does seem to be working again. This is a separate session, so I shut things down overnight, logged back in, everything seems to be working. It's just one of those things that when you're doing a mod, especially something that connects to a server, I just like to be really aware of that, because sometimes things go funny and it doesn't connect, but so far Civ 6 seems to be quite stable. Urbanization as well, okay. Right, so this is another day. Let's take another look at this to remind myself. Unrevealed progressive tech behind faith. That might be worth getting. Diplomatic quarter. I guess we probably want to build that. Don't really care about upgrading my neighborhoods. I don't plan on getting that anytime soon. Progressive diplomatic quarter, like, it's not bad to have, but I'm really not excited about it at this stage. So I think I'm actually going to do the faith.
The bravery is being the only.
Okay, got through. I guess I should just get in the habit of clicking on something here to get those pop-ups right away. Okay, so we have an unrevealed thing here. We'll go towards small faith. That's probably like 10 or 20, so not that big a deal. But if we look at great people here, see every great person point that we get reduces the cost in faith of purchasing that great person. So we can combine the great profit points with the faith that we've been stockpiling in order to rush this. Previously recruited. Okay. There is already a religion out there. I believe there will be 4 on this settings that I'm playing, because it's half the number of civs in the game plus half the number of civs in the game plus 1. Progressive holy site. That might actually be worth going for, because that'll get us the next building. Another builder would be nice too. Construction, probably good. Well, we'll push religion for now. You are probably gonna die. Now, you haven't moved this turn, so I think you will get a heal. You're in a forest, so you're safe. So if they bombard, I think city-state acts before barbarians. So the city-state might save us here. And quickly manage citizens. Okay, we do have horses here. I don't think I noticed that last time, but that's really nice. Now we could be grabbing more faith. I'd rather have growth though. We have housing and our amenities are fine. They don't have walls, so no bombard. Okay, that was an oversight on my part. I forgot that in this this game, this isn't Civ 5. In Civ 6, you actually need to build things. So we lost our galley. That's unfortunate. I did get 3 builder charges though, which I assume came from the city-state, but I didn't get the option to send them back. So I guess it's my builder now. Bank and shipyard, not getting that anytime soon. Temple, we are working our way towards with this progressive holy site, so there's at least that. Recruit a great prophet, train an archer. So this one we should just get. Get up to level 6. 6 envoys, so I'm going to stop investing in that city-state for a while. They want 2 iron, and they're willing to give me 60 gold and open borders for it. Oh, I have a city-state giving me iron. I was like, how do I even have iron? I haven't built that yet, but that is something that this worker can go towards. Yeah, our scout can't embark, so there's actually no reason to do anything with that at the moment, or nothing for it to do, I should say. Still scouting. They want... I feel like some of these deals, it's like I'm just taking advantage of the AI being really dumb. Which, on higher difficulties, you kind of have to do in order to have a chance, but I don't think I'm on that high of a difficulty here. Like, these strategic resources have no value to me whatsoever, because I'm not able to build units with them yet. I mean, I guess with enough iron I can upgrade my warrior to a swordsman, but there's nothing for the swordsman to even do. And is this diplomatic, whatever? Why is there no pop-up? Diplomatic favor, yeah, okay. So I mean, I'll take the diplomatic favor, just because better me having it than the AI, I guess. So yeah, 265 goes up to 278, so 13, okay. And we do have the ability to do plantations. Okay, so let's get tobacco. And that unlocked industrial zone. Okay, well that's definitely good to have, and it'll reveal a few more things that are also progress, so definitely worth doing. Do we want a university? That's a huge increase to our overall science, so yes. Like, unless I really want to start building units for whatever reason. Which I do, actually. Let's build another settler and get our third city up here. When you're building a settler in this game... Okay, growth isn't actually blocked. That's not consistent. Also, I'm doing builder, not settler. Settler. Okay, growth is not blocked. So some games, when you're building a settler unit, you need to switch off of food. This does not appear to be one of them. Okay, governor's established. Which doesn't really do anything at the moment, but I have him at least. Yeah, only 13 iron to upgrade, so that'll be pretty fast. The other reason I don't mind trading off the strategic resources is because there's a limit to how much you can stockpile, and I figure I'm basically just going to hit that. At which point, having income doesn't even help me. Why does this keep going on and off? Are one of my city-states being, like, raided? No, they just have forces. I am the suzerain. Yeah, I'm not sure why that keeps doing what it's doing. Alright. Nothing for you to do. Same for you. Okay, got a plantation. That gives us more amenities. People are happier. And I guess we want to do our own strategic resources. Not for the stockpiling so much, but more so for the yields, because that'll be extra production on both of them. Horses and iron are both pretty good early on. I have a great person. Great scientist. Triggers the Eureka moment for 3 random technologies. Huh. Okay, we boosted education. I wonder if this is going to work. Or how this is going to work. So I get to do this. I get 3 Eurekas. Does this just give me 3 random techs? I discovered exploration. Okay. Apparently. And exploration should mean... Nope, I still don't have...
We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our
Oh, this is not what I thought
will
it
be
was.
to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time.
I boosted something and I didn't get what I thought out of it. Okay. But I can go to a merchant republic, which is a higher tier of government. So I guess I will. That'll give me a boost on something as well for having a higher tier government. And loyalty growth doesn't really matter. Production on industrial era and earlier naval units. Maybe. Not really interested in building wonders. I'm not going to be building a lot of settlers. The wonders are good, but I don't think they're a huge priority with this randomizer. I guess building boats is probably good, and this should be everything I can do. And then, I mean, I don't really have an army. Alright, we got more faith. Not quite, but it's getting there. 56 out of 40. Okay, they must be not out of 40 actually. They must be working on their next great prophet. Okay, well that was interesting and chaotic. And then we received a bunch of things. Alright, so we can get a discount on you. We have enough iron. Might as well. Oh, I probably should have waited because of the way era score works, because I think we're going to a new era soon. So I could have saved that for the next era. Oh well. There's so many things you can optimize in this game. I could build a monastery. Could build a fish. Do I want a monastery here? Not really. Okay, and then we upgraded our one unit, and then we got another civics. Now we can swap this out.
We can
for
no more have exact
maintenance.
religious thinking without theology
Holy site
than exact
hold
mensuration.
on. Holy site adjacency doubled. Let's actually go for that. Rather than saving 1 gold for that swordsman. Maybe 1 for the scout as well. Okay, construction. It's something. Let's go for the builder and see what this is. Okay, I'm going to get a great profit, which will get me the maximum bonus here. And then I only need to go higher than 6 if I'm competing with another civ. So for now, let's just invest in Zanzibar. Yes, for a +4 faith. We did get the golden age. Yeah, so it says +8 down there because we've doubled it. Make a dedication. Hungary got a dark age because they failed to accomplish much, if anything, in the previous age. Purchase civilian units with faith. Soldiers and settlers are cheaper. This is just 4 great profit points per turn. So actually, I think we're just going to do that. Because the rest of this, I don't really care.
There is no easy way to train an apprentice. My 2 tools are example and nagging.
So we've got industrial zone and a workshop. That could be useful. Yeah, see, +1 production. Also, we boosted horseback riding, of course. That's the other thing. Our ability to embark might be on just doing one of these early game resource builds. Diplomatic favor, don't really care. Would reveal something. Commercial hub. Why is this... Oh, this is revealed, but I don't have that. But this isn't revealed. I'm not sure what the consistency is here, regardless.
People can have the Model T in any colour, so long as it's black.
So we get the shipyard unlock. We ever actually get a harbor. We're getting so much stuff faster than we can build it, which I guess is to be expected. Mass production. Okay, Renaissance, one more turn. And
Mondják, csupán hazaszeretettel fizetett segédhadaidat. Ebből és 2 garasból megvan a sörük.
Are you making fun of me for not having money? Is that what's going on here? I'm doing all right. World Congress. Okay. Yeah, so he doesn't have any diplomatic favor because he traded it to me. I have the most somehow. I mean, I am suzerain of 2 city-states, which is probably more than any of the AI at this point. Okay, so we can have a chosen promotion class get bonus combat strength. I don't really care, to be honest. Interesting. I was going to choose boats, but that's not an option. I have a melee unit. So the diplomatic victory requires you to be on the winning side of 20 of these. And I think if I fail the vote, the amount I invest gets refunded. So I can put a bunch of votes into this and just hope that, you know, they don't vote for the same thing, or that they vote in favor of this. You could also make somebody weaker. We'll just go with that and see what happens. Double points towards great people, or no points earned towards great people. Do we know anything about these people? Not really. So I'm just gonna do purely selfishly then. Double, I mean, I do generate scientist points and profit points currently. I'm gonna go scientist because I don't really want other people getting a bunch of religions going. Not that anyone else is getting profit points right now anyway, but we'll see. This one is more likely for someone else to agree with me, I think. And we'll see if I want either of those. Passed. Melee, passed, great profit. Okay. Melee, melee, recon, melee. Light cav, melee. And here... Oh. So I have scientist is what I chose, but somebody voted against scientist, and then a whole bunch of people voted against profit. So yeah, I got refunded what I invested into that. People are hating on religion. Okay, that's fine. I can just... Yeah, 0 earned per turn. That's annoying. But I can get Lao Tzu like that. That's actually really bad for me, because it means I'm not going to be able to upgrade my religion. But I did get a diplomatic victory point. So we didn't look at this before, but I guess we can take a brief peek here and just see how things are going. As far as science goes, I have 24 techs researched. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is the mod doing something funny, because there is no way he should have 161 techs researched currently. I mean, his science is higher than mine, but... 28 culture per turn, 24, 9. Yep, losing on that. Military, 331, 275, 45. That's not surprising. Religion, 18, 2.9, 1.3. Yeah. So out of everybody that I know, I'm doing the most faith. And I just founded a religion this turn, which will jump me up on that as well. Probably still behind the first player regardless. And yeah, 2 victory points there because he voted on both things that won. I found the diplomatic victory to be kind of arbitrary. I'm not a huge fan of it, if I'm being honest. The way that it works. Alright, so we're gonna settle up here. And we have 1 charge left. Let's get Eureka for mine, building a mine, and also for getting iron. I believe that'll be 2 more checks. Alright, and as for you... Well, I want those great profit points, but I also want the faith. And given that we don't get great profit points anymore, if I'm going to... Apparently I just don't understand this game. I thought that I needed a second great profit to enhance my religion. Again, that's Civ 5 mechanic. I guess we just do everything through faith now. So the absence of great profit points actually doesn't matter to me then. Not entirely true. Because excess points, once a great person type is bought out or you're not able to recruit them anymore, your excess points become additional faith income. So great profit points will be converted to faith if I were to actually get that. See, I know a few things about this game. And yeah, I completed that, which gets you up to 6 envoys, which gets me 2 faith in every temple. Which is something that we are building. Okay. Impressive. Tier 2 neighborhoods. I mean, neighborhoods are nice if you need more housing in a, late game city. Which way is actually faster here? I don't think it matters because of the river. Alright. We have become religious. As opposed to just superstitious, I guess, which is what we were before with the Pantheon. Founding a religion. Gonna betray my ignorance here slightly. Are the Poles Catholic or Protestant? I'm not actually sure. I mean, I could just do the butterfly because I move butterfly. That is the option. An option. I'm gonna go with Catholic. It doesn't actually matter. It's just cosmetic. There'd be too much potential scandal or whatever if they actually gave different religions different in-game effects, I imagine. I guess also we start thinking about what kind of victory we want to go for. Religious victory is an obvious one, but we could also build our religion to support a different religious type. So we could get a bunch of culture. I'm not going for a cultural victory. Those things are a pain. Trade routes or whatever. Relics, tourism. Again, we're not going to do that. Holy sites also give production. I mean, that's just good for any victory type. You can purchase science buildings with faith. That's pretty good as well. Science and culture. warrior monks, so you can use faith to get military and culture bomb. For me, it's work ethic or Jesuit education. It helps with building a lot of stuff, helps specifically with science and culture. And both of those things are going to help us with getting checks. I think we'll go Jesuit education. And then our other religious belief, you could get diplomatic favor. Actually, we get two here, don't we? Because we get a building and something else, or maybe not. And to be honest, in my last game, I failed to get a religion. So I don't know how it works in this, in Civ 6, all that well. Faith in production is always good. This is religious victory. Are we just going to go religious victory? Probably. We didn't want to do mosque. We could look at things that aren't buildings. So getting extra yields instead. Faith and culture. Religious pressure. Missionaries and apostles are cheaper. That's the other alternative instead of mosque. But I think mosque is faith and additional spread. Itinerant preachers is also nice, just as a general thing. But yeah, I think we go mosque. Use an apostle to evangelize a new belief. Okay, there we go. And so I'm not going to be able to do another religious building. I have to do the other categories. I thought I remembered something about that. So, very historically accurate here. We've got Catholic mosques where we serve people fish. I think that's about right. Yes, we boosted. We got gold, which is a trash check. So that might be guaranteed because it's possible to miss it in a run. It might be guaranteed that you won't have any progression there. I'm not sure. Because that's a randomizer mechanic, not a Civ 6 mechanic necessarily. Okay, so we'll cross the river. 2 more turns before we get into the position that we want.
For a machine to run smoothly and predictably, its parts
Food
must
market,
be standard,
infantry,
and hence
oil.
replaceable.
This does actually make all farms better. Farms and pastures. So, you know, the progressive neighborhood isn't nothing. Now that was 2 moves? Oh, this is a hill. Okay. And now we're in the modern era. Yep. Of course. I feel like this is going to be a fairly passive game with the settings that I have, especially if I'm not able to get into the water. By boosting wheel, we've discovered class struggle. Right, so mine gave us wheel. Iron gave us more gold. Okay. Class struggle gives us communism, which is a higher tier. What's this?
There's class warfare, all right, but it's my class, the rich class, that's making war. And we're winning.
Okay, government unlocked. Right, so I can actually just hop up here, which, I mean, that's pretty nice. I think better than this. lost way more slots. We did lose a diplomatic slot, but we can put those down there, so it works out. Charismatic leader. Just to keep those city-states. Diplomatic League will be really nice once we actually get to explore again. Domestic trade routes, maybe not. We could go for great people points, but we don't really have anything to do with them yet. Oh no, we'll go Great General. And we boosted computers by having a government with a whole bunch of slots. Right, so yeah, we need a theater square. We want those writer points to actually matter. This, though. +7 adjacency. That is one of the reasons we settled the city where we did. We could do a domestic trade route now, actually. Oh. Did I just not put anything here? None of these are particularly great at the moment. So 2 production, 4 food from a domestic trade route. Getting a great general was, I think, just for a boost, which is why I was interested in that, but I'm not that interested. Okay, we settled in a floodplain. I'm sure that'll have no consequences in the future at all. Yeah, okay, so that's a lot of bonuses. Bonus yields, just 1 gold. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, there's our free builder. Get ourselves another amenity, which will be useful because... Why are you lying to me, game? I think that's more than enough amenities. Construction is something. Globalization. It's what, double tourism output or something? I don't think that does anything for me at the moment. I do technically have tourism. Yeah. We'll do construction. I guess that's going to be aqueducts, if I remember correctly. Although I guess it could be a dam as well, because that was added recently. We have enough faith for something. Purchase with faith. Missionary. Do we want to do the missionary right away, or do we want to save for a mosque? I think we save for a mosque, because then our missionaries will be better, and we'll get more faith over time. which means that we get more missionaries and the missionaries are better. So just makes sense to wait on that, I think.
តើប្រជានុរាស្ត្ររបស់ព្រះអង្គចូលទៅចិត្តព្រះអង្គយ៉ាងដូចម្ដេចបើគ្មានការណែនាំពីសេចក្តីល្អទេនោះ
Kind of don't know why the AI bothers saying things to us sometimes. I've got more faith production than him. Okay, do I even have a farm yet? Well, we've got a bunch of builds. So we'll just do horses and then we'll do a farm. I must have already had a camp because I didn't get a boost for that. Maybe camps just aren't anything. Okay, don't care about the horses because I'm already capped. But 2 production is really nice. Let's get the city actually doing stuff. We could also just build the mosque, which honestly, it's probably better, unless we wanted to try to get a wonder. I guess I could have considered adjacency bonuses, because I know Theater Square is good next to a wonder. 2 diplomatic points and 2 apostles when built. We'll probably also do that, honestly. More faith. Oh, this has already been built. In that case... go up here and help this city out. Can upgrade to a man-at-arms, sure. I could have made that cheaper, but I don't know that it's going to make that much of a difference. Guru... Oh wait, religious healer. Religious combat I remember being kind of weird in this game. It's like a separate layer where even if you're not at war with somebody, your missionaries can still be attacking each other and you can use inquisitors for defense. Progressive diplomatic quarter. Sure. Do we even have theaters? I think we do. Steam power.
Without mathematics, there's nothing you can do.
Petra.
Everything around you is mathematics. Everything around you is numbered.
Petra's pretty good. We do have some desert. I'm not going to go for it though. I don't think it's enough to be worth it. And I don't have desert hills, which are a lot better than flat desert. We can go into our city. I guess this river flooded
Create
at some
with the
point.
heart. Build with the mind.
I was completely wrong. This is lumber mill, not dam um, or aqueduct. However, I did just unlock the spaceport. I don't know, maybe we switch into science victory. You guys, I never actually specified, but
Rocket science has been mythologized all out of proportion to its true difficulty.
sure. Okay, running out of options here. Scientific theory. I mean, more science is good, but I guess we'll just go up for these.
The ascent to the highest story is by stairs, and at their side are water engines, by means of which persons, appointed expressly for the purpose, are continually employed in raising water from the Euphrates into the garden.
Well, that's nice. We did get a wonder, which gives us a boost. Another trash item off of what was technically missable if we lose every single wonder in the game. Well, we can build a spaceport. We're not winning the science victory without getting a bunch more of them. Okay, that cost us a lot of production. We have 3 envoys, so we might as well do that in order to improve our harbors and our commercial districts, of which we have 0. Yeah, we're getting 6 amenities each from cinnamon and cloves, too. Like, we have so many amenities. I'm gonna just... I know I have 1 extra envoy, but there's no reason to use it at the moment. Okay, at this point... I'm just gonna buy the mosque. Housing. I do believe temples give housing, so that's a thing we can do. Also, I do have a lot of money. Money sitting in the bank doesn't do a whole lot. Might as well spend it. And of course I moved to the one that's... whatever. Shrine is not housing. Temple is not housing. Well... take advantage of the natural wonder. So we are going to want one of every district probably across our empire as we're looking for stuff.
What gunpowder did for war, the
Forbidden
printing
City.
press has done for the mind.
Sure. Divine Right. Sure, we'll go for that. Farms do get adjacency bonuses from other farms. This is going to be a bit silly over here. Farms are also housing. So there's that. Alright, anything I care about at all? Not really, but globalization leads to a whole bunch of stuff. I can purchase a missionary. Could go for that university eventually. But getting a head start on spreading our religion seems like a good idea. You cannot go in the water. Of course. 6 movement. Okay. Now, I do have to be adjacent to the town center. Well, if I'm going for a religious victory... No. Okay, that'll be a boost. Gold. Okay. Well, we're still fishing for the ability to go into the water. Okay, lots of farms gave us social media. Makes sense.
Which of all my important nothings shall I tell you first?
50% tourism, doesn't really matter. Culture. No, don't care about any of those. We are going to convert Armagh, though. And then... Okay, well, we'll grab the fish. One more boost to avoid a Dark Age. Should be fine. Do you have any good holy sites? No, that one's not bad. So I've definitely committed hard to a religious victory. Do you, apostles, gain an extra promotion? Or we could get a third person for this new city. Yeah, let's appoint Magnus. Because we're going to have a lot of food there, and if we put an extra 20% growth and put down some neighborhoods, this can just be a massive, massive city. That is the plan. Somebody got a wonder, diplomatic favor, whatever. This can go down as well, but I'm not warmongering. The last game I played, I controlled enemy capitals, and as a result, I lost a bunch of diplomatic favor. Turns out... Machu Picchu, okay. Turns out warmongering results in people not liking your diplomatic efforts. Whatever happened to gunboat diplomacy, eh? Force red still, it's ridiculous. This one missionary is going to completely cover my island. And on that front... Followers 7. Oh, they're close enough to me that they have a follower of my religion? Okay, so religion can cross water even if... Oh. Even if people aren't necessarily... what am I trying to look for here? I'm trying to see... religion, there we go. Yeah, so they just convert naturally over time. And since they banned the production of great prophets, actually I think that's really good for me, now that I think about it, because that means that nobody's going to be making counter religions. So if we just keep that in effect for the rest of the game, then I only have one religion to worry about. Which I think means I just win the game as soon as I gain the ability to cross water. So this might actually be a pretty quick one. Anyway, got ourselves set up. Definitely going all in on religion. If I get stuck at some point, by which I mean I run out of boosts to do, I mean I can always research. But I do have the ability to look at a list of boosts that I'm missing if I go to the server. So I can see that way if I've missed a simple, you know, like I build 2 triremes, I think is one. So things like that. You know, kill a unit with a slinger. So if I have to, you know, if I'm running out of things to do, it could be that one of those is the tech I need in order to win. In hindsight, playing on Archipelago, or this Archipelago randomizer, was it's going to make things a little bit rough. But other than that, it seems like it's pretty easy overall. Anyway, ramble. We'll continue with this next time. I will see you then.